We're going to be starting off the month of December, and we're going to show our predictions based on your horoscope sign. Hi, I'm Kathy, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's In the Cards Divination. As you can see, I have 3 piles for you to choose from this month. We're going to be looking into different aspects of your life going forward for the month of December based on your horoscope, as you can see. We're starting off with the fire signs to see where things are going to be headed in your life to do with the following. We're going to look at your finances, your work situation, your family situation, and romance and relationships of all kinds, right? Okay, it doesn't just necessarily have to be romance, but that seems to be the catch-all. So, if you're interested in any of this, I would love it if you would, when you're ready, pause the video and go down in the description box below, and you'll see the timestamp for any of these 3 fire signs. So, if you're an Aries, born between March 21 and April 20th, that's your reading. The timestamp, as I said, is below. If you're a Leo born July 23rd to August 23rd, that timestamp will be for you, that reading. And finally, Sagittarius born November 23rd to December 21st. Then that is your reading. I will be releasing all the horoscopes, but for now, this is the fire signs. We're going to get started with this. And as I've always said, my disclaimer, let's just straighten that out a bit. It's very crooked, isn't it? My disclaimer is don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, you don't make it, right? Because we don't want any ambiguous or questionable things. So, in other words, it needs to sound like it's your situation going on at this time and what potentially is going to happen for you in the month of December. So, if you're interested and you like this video, I would ask if you would love to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell for future videos coming up. It really helps my channel. As well, comment about how any of this may be resonating with you right now. I'd love to hear back from you on that. Click the like button. Just if you are enjoying the content, I would love to see that. All right, my friends, and now we're going to get started. Pause your video here now and go to Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in the description box below and see what your month of December coming up is going to be like for you. All right, my friends, we'll see you in your reading. Hi, Aries, folks. Here is your reading and your information for the month of December. What can you expect is coming up potentially this month? We're going to look at money first. Money, money, money. Okay. Aries people, let's see. Month of December, what is happening with our money situation? All right, let's see. The first card we pull is the King of Wands. This refers to somebody you work with, most likely your boss. Your boss is seen as very successful. He's generous. He's great to work with. He is very much somebody you feel comfortable going to mentor you. What does that have to do with money, though, right? That's what you're asking. Well, let's delve into the money aspect of it and see. Okay, now we have the Three of Cups in the upright. So what looks to me is he's overly generous this month of December, this potential person of this boss. Or if you're the boss, you're the one who's going to be very generous. You're going to, in fact, obviously, there's a lot of merriment going on over the month of December with the holidays approaching. And what it looks like to me is for some of you, you'll be getting a bonus, a raise, a little bit of extra money this month to enjoy the celebrations with your friends. This is also speaking about being able to have enough money that you will enjoy those holidays and move forward in this month of December. But what it looks like is for those of you who are worried about your money, it looks like there could be enough that you will be able to enjoy celebrating this month, okay? So, for those of you, if you are the King of Wands, if you're represented as the King of Wands, you're a real go-getter. Maybe you've been out there trying to make some extra money. It looks good, you'll be successful, and it's something that maybe you would even be celebrating with your family and friends, that there is something coming. Some of you are going to get even a promotion to a boss or management level this month, which then tells me there is more money coming in on that. Okay, let's look at your work because this corresponds, obviously. Most likely all money situations do, right? Can you tell us about the work situation this month for the Aries people? All right, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright position. Okay. And, oh, Five of Wands, your work. Okay. So, for some of you, what I'm seeing is there's a period of time here this month where you are in conflict with some of your coworkers. There's a disagreement here or disagreements about something, enough so that you are walking away from it, whether that is physically walking away from a job or actually just in your mind, you're like, I'm done with it. I'm not giving that any more of my emotions and my time. So for a lot of you, that's what seems to be going on. Other people that are competing for a job this month in the workplace or a work job, you may have to travel in order to go for the interviews this month. And if it isn't this month, it will definitely be into January, into the new year, because it looks to me that it's something that you are planning to do. Okay. Some of you, for the work situation, it's as simple as you're competing to try to get time off to go on a Christmas vacation, holiday vacation. The other people are trying to get the same time off, and there's an argument and disagreement about that this month. And that would be quite consistent with what usually happens. Sometimes it's a last minute thing for some people. They all of a sudden realize, oh, I need the time off for the holidays. My family's coming in unexpectedly. Sometimes that happens. Okay, so the work this overall this month feels frenetic. It feels obvious that you're very busy. It's a busy month. Maybe it's year end. People are trying to get things done. So work could feel like it's dog eat dog. In other words, everybody is kind of pissy this month. They're all trying to get things finished and before the holidays, and they want to be able to put it behind them and move into the new year, right? Okay, so that's work situation, Aries. Now, let's look at family and family relations. Okay, and let's see how the month of December is going with respect to your family. Just because it's the holidays doesn't mean things are good, right? Page of Wands in the reverse, Ace of Wands in the reverse. Family. There is definitely a younger person, be male or female, doesn't have to be either or, it could be either or, who is not committing this month to something. There's something in their life that they are trying to do. And whether it is getting off the couch and getting their butt going with something they've been procrastinating, there's definitely something here that is been delayed. They're not going through with it. And they maybe have promised they would. So it looks to me like it's frustration with the family member. It's like, can you please get going here? They are not commitment. You can't commit. They aren't committing to something. They may have said they were going to, but it's fallen through, and it's causing some angst this month for a lot of you. And if this is referring to you, get off your butt and do it. I'm hearing new starting new programs, starting something new in with respect to something fun, something exciting, something you've been wanting to do, and it's like it's fallen through the cracks. Get going. And it could very well be because you have a legitimate reason. Perhaps this month is just too busy and there's other things on the go in December. We know that. The holidays take up almost the whole month, really. By the time we get ready for it, prepare, and actually go through it, it's just no time for anything. So I feel like this is what's telling me. There's a family member. In fact, for some of you, this family member was supposed to get back to you. They were supposed to message you and let you know about something. Maybe it's about coming for the holidays, for the actual celebrations. They're supposed to be bringing food. They're supposed to be coming and helping you. Whatever the case, it doesn't look like you're hearing from them this month. Maybe they just forgot. Maybe they just got too busy. But there's definitely a delay there. And also, I feel like this family member, or as I say, if you're the one it's speaking about with the family, you're not committing to something you promised your family you'd do. All right. So, unless there's a legitimate reason, you might want to get going on it, even though feels like it's too much this month. That's what I'm feeling, of course. Now, January is always the time we start something new. Most of us, we have our resolutions. But December is showing a definite holding back. It's not happening. Maybe some family member is not coming to the celebrations, and there's some angst about that, some conflict. And maybe it's a child in your household, like a teenager, that is just not wanting to go there. And you know what? That happens. So it's focusing on that situation this month for December for Aries. All right. Let's go on to the next, which is romance. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pull four cards because two are for my single people and two are for people that are with someone right now. So let's just see what the single people have in store for December. What's happening? Let's see here. Okay. The single people, the Four of Wands in the upright. That's a nice card to see. Okay. Let's see. Single people, the Star, upright. Lovely cards. You know, there's a sense that this month for the single people, it's possible that you are going to meet someone. This could be the month that you actually do because it's reflected in the Four of Wands. It's showing us a time of being contented at celebrations. Maybe you've got that plus one you're bringing to the party. It's showing that there's going to be someone significant and it looks very hopeful for the future for you, my single friends. That's exciting. You're on the right track with this person so far. For the ones who will meet someone this December. That's really nice to see. It looks very good. You're enjoying your time together, and you will end up being on the right path to be with them. In fact, what I'm hearing is this person could even help you with your difficulties around family gatherings this year, or whether it's parties, like you feel you're tired of going alone. You're just like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm not even going to bother. That's what I'm hearing. But it's like this is going to help you move forward with that aspect. It's like, okay, I'm not the odd man out, so to speak. I'm not the one that doesn't have a date. This time, you've got somebody and they look really good. Okay. Let's see my committed friends. I guess that's not the right word, is it? Committed makes it sound like it's a horrible thing. My friends who are in some type of relationship, whether it's new or long term. Let's see how December Aries is going to go. Okay. Oh, we have the Justice in the reverse. Okay, what else is going on? Ooh, the lovers. Ooh, lovers. I love that, especially when it's on the upright. Okay. So it's a good month for you guys that are actually in a relationship. I feel like this is the month where you flourish. Like things are really taking off well. But there's always has to be a but. There's something here that isn't right because the Justice card is in the reverse, right? Um, I want to say, and I'm going to pull another card because I want to make sure we see what it is about that is possibly causing the Justice in reverse. Now, Justice in the reverse tells me it's a situation that you do not, either of you see eye to eye on, or fairly. It's to you, it's not fair. There's something isn't right. Okay, so let's see what it could be. Oh, yes. Okay, what it's telling me, because it's the Ten of Pentacles. Let me put that up right for you. Hang on one sec. Just get it so it is. Let me just see, the lighting is changing in here. Let me see if this makes any difference. Oh, it just gets glare, doesn't it? Okay, one second, my friends, my Aries friends. So, what it tells me is that there is a family situation this month. Oh, there's a big shock. That isn't good. There's a lot of arguing and fighting, and you do not see eye to eye on it, the two of you. One, it's clearly one of you, it's their family. There is this situation. Well, it's a family gathering, right? Ten of Pentacles in the. Oops, hang on, let me just turn that for you. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ugh, we don't want to see that. So that's what it's about. There is a situation, neither one of you can see eye to eye. There needs to be some compromise here. A lot of these family functions and gatherings in December can be difficult for some people, dependent on the situation. And you know what? Sometimes we just need to compromise and try to do our best just for this time period. Doesn't mean you need to be walked on or treated like garbage. If it's really dysfunctional and you just can't do it, then my friends, maybe you need to agree to disagree, and maybe you each need to do your own thing with your own family. Sometimes that can work because it just, or maybe your partner is not wanting to go with your family gathering. I think there needs to be a little bit, like I say, there needs to be some compromise in this situation, okay? So it's a time to sit down and have a conversation about the dynamics and what's going on in this picture, because this is clearly not a good situation. There's conflict here. Maybe for some of you, you could be going through a difficult Christmas or holidays this year because you've lost a family member. Maybe one of your parents or a family member has passed, and it's just too hard for you to balance the scales. Maybe there's just not enough time. That's another thing. Some of you just don't have it. You cannot squeeze everybody in. It's too much, right? This is what it looks like for my committed people. You don't want this to cause problems with this, because this looks wonderful and it looks like things will get resolved because the lovers is upright and you will finally get things figured out this month. So my Aries folk, that's the end of your December reading. I'm going to pull one particular, let me see, advice card for you. Let me just find I apologize. I'm just looking for the oracle deck I want to use. Let's see what they can tell us. Ah, there we go. No, that's not the one. Yeesh. Again, I apologize here. Just give me one moment. Oh, I can't see it. Anyways, I will use this deck here over here, and let's just see. What are they trying to tell us? What overall energy do you Aries need to pay attention to this month, or advice? What advice do you need to know? Let's just see here. What's going on, my friends? Okay. Be honest. Let me just put this here. Be honest with yourself. Okay. So if there is something that you're doing to make somebody else happy, there's nothing wrong with doing that, as long as you're doing it for the right reason, not just to make them happy, That's okay too. Sometimes we do put ourselves out just to make someone else happy, which is great. But if it's something that's very important to you and something that you just maybe you just can't do. It's like, you know what? I can't be everything to everyone this month. That's what I'm hearing. I can't be everything to everyone. Aries, pay attention to this card. Be honest with yourself about situations maybe that aren't working. Why isn't it working? What needs to be done to help improve the situation so that we have a better time next month in January or going forward? All right. So, my dear Aries people, this is your reading. I'm going to end it here. This is, as I say, this is for the month of December, and we hope that you enjoy the holidays this month. But like I say, hopefully things will go better for you. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And Aries people, it will be next month, obviously, if in January, and we'll see what January brings for us. All right, take care and bye for now. Hello, my Leo friends. Welcome to the month of December. If you are of the Leo horoscope sign, then this is your reading for the month of December. Okay, let's start with your finances. What's going on this month, if anything, right? With finances. I mean, this is the month where the holidays come, people overspend, overeat, over everything, overshop. Yeah, all right. Let's see what's going on for my dear Leos. What is happening? All right. First card about finances. Six of Swords. Yeah, the upright. Situation that you are cutting out, getting rid of. Let's see what that involves. Okay, let me just move this back. Just trying to get this centered better. Move this over here. Oh, here. There. Okay, next card. Oh dear, but don't despair. The Five of Pentacles is in the reverse this month for you Leos. And what I'm going to talk about is actually, because it's in the reverse, normally when it's upright, I would say to you, not a good month financially. Now, that's not saying that it isn't still, it could still be a tricky month financially for you, but it's getting better. Okay, because you're leaving a situation that has not been beneficial financially for you, and it's going to allow you. I feel like it's for most of you, it's you've been out of the loop, out of a group that you need to be part of in order to make more money, whether it's a new office, not an office, a new company, a new workplace. There's something here that is going to provide you with a better situation financially this month. And it looks like either physically you're getting out of it, or it is just a mental process where you maybe are working in a different area or working on a different project where you're going to be able to get a little more money, but it is starting to improve. For those of you who've been in debt heavily, oddly enough, this month is showing that maybe you're on the right track, that things could slowly, and I mean it's slow, it's not a fast progression. It's not like there's tons of money coming in. But I feel like maybe a lot of you could be curtailing your spending a little bit. Maybe you're trying to pay off some of that debt. You want to get out of that situation. Good on you, I say. This month, for most of you, Leo, it looks like you are trying to get a handle on your money. It's like you're trying to make things better. You don't want to end up back in that broke situation or feeling like you're always broke. It's like every payday, every payday, every payday. But it may require a little bit of sacrifice on your part. It may require you to give up something that is puts you in that comfort position. And I don't say it's comfortable being broke. It is not. But it's something you enjoy or something that gives you pleasure. You may have to cut that out. Okay. So it's the month of slowly working towards doing that. Okay. That's your money, Leo. Let's see what your work situation. Sometimes, obviously, they go hand in hand. Not always. Not everybody's does. Finances can are affected by many things, not just the fact that we have a job, which clearly would pay, but what do we do with our money? How do we look after it, right? Okay, what can we say about work for Leo? Leo. All right. See, it does. It's the hand in hand. It's the five of pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, and you saw me shuffle. I hope you saw me shuffle. Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? We're going to read that because it came up like that. And I know I shuffled, so maybe I should shuffle again. Let's shuffle again because I don't like if one of them had come up, fine. They both came up in the same order, which tells me I should have given it a little more. Let's see, what is the job? But basically, too, if I was to read that now, it obviously tells me some of you might have to actually move jobs, move your life situation. Maybe some of you have to move to a different town, different place in order to help you get out of debt to move towards that this month. That's extreme, or it's just a mindset. Okay. If you've been overspending and doing things like that, then this is a mindset you need to get your head out of. And it also around work, it's like there could be a very toxic situation, but let's see what say about your work, Leo. We'll try a fresh spin. Okay, we have the world upright. Okay, world upright. And now, let's see what else we have. A little closer. Oh, the hangman in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, you know what it's telling me? There, not exactly. This is about traveling somewhere to make your money. That you may have to move. You may have to, this month, some of you might be actually on business trips. Some of you could be going for job interviews out of town or online for a job that's out of town. It speaks a lot about movement. It's also the end. There's a cycle here ending for you. And I feel like for those of you who are out of work, there's definitely this month and this end of year it looks like it's coming to an end. There's a successful feeling around the world, upright. The hangman tells me you got to get off your horse, get off your butt, and work in. You may have to give up something that you haven't wanted to, but I feel like you will because for the greater good of getting the job you want or having a good job in a situation. For those of you who have been working on something this month or this past month in November, December shows a successful completion to year end. I feel like things are coming to a good close. Um, that is going to, I feel like it's because, you know what, you might even be receiving accolades for the work you've done. You've done a good job. You've been successful. Look at you. You've done it all. And I feel like there's something in that for you. It's crossing over into the financial world as well. The hangman for some of you in the reverse tells me also that it's actually changing the way you see something. There is a situation around your workplace and it could be that's what's caused for some of you the idea of taking a job elsewhere. Okay. So if it doesn't mean moving physically, it could involve just traveling. Some of you may have to change your point of view about that. You may not have wanted to. You've been stubborn. You didn't want to have a job maybe where you're on the road all the time with your family, but it's going to lead to very much a successful outcome for you. Okay. So your work situation looks really good, but it just means that don't be stubborn. Don't sit on your duff. Get things done this month in December, my dear Leos, and things will improve for you. All right. Now we're going to look at our family situation for Leo for the month of December. What is going on this month with family, my dears? What can you tell them? Okay, our first card. Ooh, the High Priestess. Let me hold that up for you. It's a little better. High Priestess. Hmm. Okay. See what goes with her. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Let me hold that up straight for you. All right. Seven of Swords reverse. So there's definitely feel like there's someone in a woman in your family that has a lot to give. In other words, to help you, okay, this month in some fashion. And I feel like it's about your future plans. I feel like when you see the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's a good thing. It's like you're going to be trying to do the right thing. You're not going to be dishonest. You're going to be, there's a situation, in fact, even for some of you, there's a situation around a family member that isn't known. It's been secret. It's been a secretive situation for whatever reason. And it looks to me like this month it's coming to light. Okay, for some of you, I know that's very specific, but it shows that this person is going to fess up. In other words, it's no longer they want to do the right thing. They're not going to be hiding whatever's been hiding for the last while. Is this family member and usually maybe it's because of the holidays they feel like, well, I need to be honest with everyone. Here's what's going on, and that's perfectly fine depending what it is. We don't know. It's a secret, right? So also I feel like it's just about your plans. You're wanting to start this new year in January. In December you're already thinking about it. You're already wanting to face what's been your fears. You're wanting to face your fears. It's like you've had enough of things not going the way you wanted them to. So, what you're going to be doing this month in December, for some of you, you're going to be putting your plans into place. And a family member is going to give you a hand with that. There's somebody you look up to in the family. There's somebody that is like a mentor to you, somebody who has a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, and you're going to be picking their brain. That's what I'm hearing. It's like, I need your help. Can you help me with what I need to do this month? And it looks good. Like you want to be able to stop that cycle of not dealing with something. There's something that you need to deal with in December with a family member. And as I said, it could be something hidden, something that's been hidden, whether you've hid it from them, maybe you've had an issue with them and it's now coming out. It's going to come out. Oh, that could make an interesting holiday dinner. I hate to say it. So hopefully things will go okay. It doesn't show you what the outcome is, but it shows that there is this element of coming clean with a situation and explaining and as well as putting plans into place, wanting to move forward and getting the help of this mentor in the family. Okay, let's see what's happening now with romance, Leo. I'm going to do four. I'm going to do two for my single friends and two for my friends in relationships. All right, let's pull two for the singles. What's coming in December for Leo? All right, Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, let me pull that back a bit. And finally, ooh, the Tower. Okay, my single friends, but it's in the reverse. Don't panic. For those of you who know what the Tower means, this is not something to be because it's in the reverse. So for the single friends, I feel like you're this month, it's like you're looking back on the year and you're thinking, I'm just going to give up. It's like, you know what? There's no It's not been working. Things haven't been going well. I'm still single. It's December, another year, etc., etc. That kind of mentality. But it shows that you actually, believe it or not, because it's in the reverse, you dodged a bullet. It's like it could have really been a disaster if you had, say, gone with a certain person this year and stayed with them. I feel like it's good you're single. This is the moment just before things could turn around in the new year. It's like things won't be, they're not as bad as what you are feeling. Right now, you're feeling like, I've been through the war this year with dating. I am done with dating. That's how I feel. But it's not as bad as it seems. It's just you're tired. It's like when you're battle weary, you've been through too much already, and it's like, I'm done with this. I'm giving up the dating scene. That's what it feels like for my single friends. So the month of December does not show much in the way of dating, but it actually shows me that this is a good thing. This is actually because the tower is in the reverse. It could have gone much, much worse. If this had been in the upright, oh boy, right? You do not want to be dating. It's in the reverse. So my relationship friends, or dating friends that are actually seeing someone right now and or married or committed, whatever's going on. Let's see. My couples. How's that? Let's see what's happening in the month of December for the Leo people. What's going on? Okay. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Oh boy. The Seven of Wands. Whoops. In the upright. For those who are in committed relationships or are dating somebody and it feels like things are moving forward, there's some of you could be having some difficulties around your children accepting your partner. I feel like you're constantly having to explain to them how good this person is, or you're constantly in arguments with them and they're being a little bit of an asshole because they are upset, they're worried, they don't want this person to take away you from their life. That's what I'm feeling here. For those of, if this is representing your actual partner, the reverse Page of Wands is not going to, I feel like they're not going to be committing to you going forward, or they're going to be coming up with a lot of reasons why. I feel like they're always explaining themselves, but they're not actually committing to you. So I feel like there's a little bit of a duplicity there as far as maybe they're not being totally honest with you about it. And maybe you're not even accepting it. I feel like the Seven of Wands is like you're seeing this situation how you want to see it as opposed to how it really is. And maybe they have been honest with you about, I don't want to be in a committed relationship, but you're making excuses. And I feel like you're constantly having to be defensive about this with other people. It's like I'm defending myself all the time. But in reality, I should know better that this person maybe doesn't want to. I feel like maybe most of you, they have been honest with you. They're, or the red flags are there, you know what I mean? But you're just ignoring them. Okay. So I feel like for those of you in a committed relationship, it doesn't look like they will be there for the long haul if this is representing the partner. Or this could be representing you. Maybe you're the one that doesn't want to. It's more casual than they think it is. And you're like trying to explain to them, listen, you know what? I just want to date. I don't really want to live with someone. I don't want a partner right now, but I just like to keep things casual. Maybe that's the reverse situation. It's you that's represented by the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, though, most often does refer to a younger person. Okay, this is also what I'm hearing. Some of you could be dating or dating is in a relationship with somebody that has they're much younger than you. Maybe you are much younger than them, and you feel like you always have to be explaining yourself about why it works for you. So you're explaining yourself to other people. It's like, no, this is person and I really get along. It's showing as a negative though. So I feel like that's how everybody is seeing it. They're seeing maybe he's or he or she, they're seeing them as they're immature. They're too immature for you. They're too young. They're too emotionally immature. They don't, or maybe they're just not, maybe there's a little laziness going on with this person. I feel like you're always making excuses. Yeah, that's kind of how it's feeling. Okay. So it doesn't show well for the month of December because it shows that that's still going on. Okay. So, my friends, my Leos, we're going to pull what I call an advice or what you need to focus on for this month of December. I'm going to pull this card and see what we get. This deck. my John Holland Spirit Messages deck. So, Leos, what should you focus on for the month of December for advice? Oh, love it. Mother's love. Okay. Mother's love is unconditional, right? You need to focus on, and if your mom is in spirit or you no longer have a relationship with your mother for whatever reason, it's a mother's love. There's a strong bond. And even if it's not been a good relationship with this person in your life so far, it just means that that person committed in spirit to being your mother, whether it's just to give birth to you or whether it is to actually nurture and love you. There is an unbreakable bond, okay? And for those of you who perhaps have had a difficult situation with a mother, maybe the mother is not been in your life or there's just too much pain around it. It doesn't mean that that's how you need to be as a mother, if you are a mother or if you're a father, even. Don't do what they did, in other words. If they were dysfunctional and things were painful, go the opposite route. They're taught you what not to do, right? So, my dear friends, my dear Leos, always remember our mother's love. If they're in spirit or if they're here with you and you're fortunate enough to have a good relationship or a relationship, mother's love is never broken. That bond is forever. Okay? So, my Leos, that is your reading for the month of December coming up. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. If this is your horoscope sign, this is your reading for the month of December. Let's get going on this and see where things will be going, most likely for you. And let's just go into our finances and money first. You want to see what's potentially is going on for the month of December with our money. All right. As you know, it's going to be all divided into finances, work, family, and romance or relationships. I should have added that, and I apologize to others, to our other two fire signs. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Okay, relationships. Yeah, that's the last one. Romance and relationships. Now, let's go start with our money. What is going on for Sagittarius in the month of December with their money? Okay. Ooh, Ten of Swords. Ooh, yikes. In the upright, as you can see, Ace of Wands. So that is in the reverse as well. Okay. Finances don't look good this month. I guess I don't need to tell you that, do I? You can tell by the Ten of Swords. I feel like at this point in this month in time, you feel kind of like you have hit rock bottom financially. Things couldn't get worse. Ugh, what a horrible card to have. But I feel like the reason for it is because there's a delay. There's a delay in a message, there's a delay in a start. There's a situation you'll be starting, whether it's a new job, and I know that falls into the work category. But financially, I feel like there's also some new inspiration that you haven't paid attention to this month. There's something that you need to do in order to get back some of your money. But I also feel like this is a bit dramatic for most of you. It's like it's not as bad as it looks, although it can be for some of us. But for the majority, I feel like it's just you're feeling like that. And so some of you have been ignoring it. I feel like that's probably why things haven't gone well. Financially, it's like you have just turned your back on dealing with those situations, whether you've ignored your credit card, whatever the case is, my friends. It's like maybe you need to be a little more proactive and pay attention to your money, and things wouldn't get, not to be judgy. I know that sounds judgy, but my Sag people, you need to be a little more paying attention to what's going on around you with your finances. The delay here is, yeah, I feel like you've been ignoring it. It's like somebody's been trying to get your attention about this and you're just ignoring it. Somebody or some corporate or something is trying to. For some of you, it could even be a job situation. Maybe you did not take a job that potentially could have given you more money and now you're regretting it. Okay. And you feel like you're just, yeah, it just can't get any worse. Oh, I hate that. Yikes. We're going to move on because this does not look good for the majority of you Sagittarius people. What do you need to do? What do you need to pay attention to this month so that going into January, things are going to improve? Okay. Now let's look at the work situation. See what most of our Sagittarius, what's going on in December with your work situation. Okay. What is it? Oh, Eight of Swords, upright. All right, let me see if this helps a little bit. Turn the light on. It's getting a little dark. Okay, the light's changing in here. The Ten of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this is about work. So, what I'm feeling is you feel unfulfilled this month in your job. It's just not doing it for you emotionally. It's not giving you what you need. You are making excuses for that. And it could be because you don't have enough money. You have to keep going. You have no choice. You're playing the victim here. I have no choice. Even if it's not fulfilling and making me happy, I still have to go through with it. I feel like there could be a toxic situation for some of you in the workplace where you are being, maybe you're being criticized. Some of you could even be bullied. Oof. I don't know, that's pretty specific, but I feel like there is a criticalness about this, and you're trying to move on with your job. You're trying to do what you need to do, and you're trying to ignore it. But unfortunately, it's leaving you with a feeling of being incomplete. You're not getting fed. You're not getting what you need emotionally from this job. Mm, I don't even know if it's really giving you the money, to be honest with you. I'm looking at that Eight of Swords and I'm feeling like that's not even doing it financially. It's just, it's a mental thing. It's like, I don't have a choice. I have to show up every day. I have to do this. I have to do this. Whether you have commitments, some of you, it's commitments at home. You have no choice. You have to be the provider. You have to provide everything for your family. This month is even the worst month because the holidays are coming and you just feel like I don't have a choice. I have to do this to keep my family happy, to keep them fed, to keep things going. All right. So, unfortunately, there's a few different scenarios around the workplace this month for you, Sagittarius. Other people are also at work in a situation, whether you're working on a project right now and it's not completing, it's not finishing, it's not going to be done before the end of December because it's just, there's too much. Maybe there's something you haven't paid attention to that needed to be done. Whether it was maybe there's a team player that on your group that you've been working on this project that didn't help out, or maybe you yourself have been too busy with your family life and the situation going on at home. Maybe there's some of you, there is a very difficult situation in your family life, and it has led you to be ignoring your work and what's going on there. And I know that's hard to do, especially when you're being pulled in two different directions. All right, work. Now we have our family life. What is going on with family life for December for Sagittarius, right? Let's let's get into this. All right. Let us see. We have Ace Swords also again in the reverse. and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the family situation around this is, I feel like for most of you, there's been a period where you haven't felt connected to your family. You've felt like maybe, whether it's just because of, life's been busy and we haven't connected in some way, we haven't spent time together in a while. Maybe some of you, family lives far away, but I'm feeling like you may be able to make some connections this month with the family. And I know the holidays are coming, but I do. The Five of Pentacles in reverse does show being able to not be left out. Some of you have been feeling left out of the family in the recent while, and whether or not it's because there's been you just haven't had contact, whether it's through texting or messaging or calling. There haven't been any. That's what I feel. But this month, it's slowly starting to come back. It may not happen as fast. In fact, for some of you, it may not be, you may not be hearing at all from them this month, which of course is not what you want to hear. But I feel like there is, maybe towards the end of the month, there could be a slow progression of things moving in a better direction for you. There's also feeling somebody's been wanting to, oh boy, I don't want to say, uh, Huh. They want money. They've been wanting money. There's a family member that maybe have been asking for money, and for a while now you haven't been able to help them. But I feel like maybe going forward this month, you might, towards the end of the month, you might be able to give them a little bit of money to help them out. That's how it's feeling to me. Um, it's like, no, I have not been in a position where I could help them, whether it's financially or even with your time, your resources, whatever the case is, your energy. And now you're going to be able to going forward. And I feel like it's been, well, not excuses. You've had a reasonable explanation for it, but you've tried to delay it. You've tried to ignore it, maybe because you knew things might start improving and you would be able to give them what they need going forward. Okay, so for the month of December, Sagittarius, for those of you, and it's a financial situation, perhaps you will gift them some money this month. I mean, I know it's the holidays, so it's very possible. I feel like you've been waiting for this holiday to come. For some of you, it's like, I'm waiting for this excuse or this period of time to give them some money because of the holidays, okay? So that's your family. I feel like you're going to be helping them out, but it may not be until towards the end of the month, and it may not be a lot, but it doesn't matter. It's still something, okay? So let us look now at romance and relationships. And that also applies, and I'm going to put something in the description box below about that, explaining that the romance doesn't include just romance. And I should have, so far, I haven't seen a lot that's just, say, friendship, but it does include any relationships, okay? So let's look at romance. And I divided between my single friends and the others who potentially may have someone in their life right now, partner, short or long, doesn't matter. Let's see what our single people have for the month, the Sag, for month of December. Single. The Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so whether this is dating or friendship, relationship of some kind, that way, platonic, it doesn't matter. What's going on for Sag for this month? For those who are dating or single, it appears to be a month where that's still going, or there's a period of seeing things for how they really are. I feel like this is a month for you single people who maybe need to be reflecting on if there is somebody you're seeing right now, and it's only just beginning. I feel like you're going to make a decision this month on this situation. Maybe you've had enough. You're done with this, whether it is the single life or you're done with a certain individual in your life. for those of you in a platonic, it's like you're going to see things for how they really are, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work for you. You're tired of fighting. You're tired. You're done. I'm like, I'm giving up. This is it. Okay. So whether that's a platonic or an actual dating situation, either way, it's the same thing. It's like, you know what? I haven't invested a lot of emotions in this yet, if it is a dating situation, and I can see things how they really are, and I'm done. Maybe you've only had one or two dates. It's like, okay, no, this isn't going to work. We do not see eye to eye. Okay. Whether, like I say, it is a friendship or a dating. And for those of you who are single, and there's no dating going on this month, December, for Sagittarius, it looks to me that this is necessarily a bad thing. You're seeing things that maybe the dating life is not what you want right now. It's like you're going to make a decision about that. It's like I've had too many situations where things, we were too different. We were just not getting along, too much conflict. Okay. And you're just not going there this month. It's like, I don't need the hassle. That's what I'm feeling. See what are people in relationships, what's happening for them. Okay. We have the Three of Swords, but in the reverse. Let me just, which is better than the upright, I'll say. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Whoop, the upright. Okay, it looks like you have been really hurt. Really hurt, but you're getting better. Things are getting better for you this month. You've been hurt by a situation with your partner or your spouse, and it's just now things are starting to feel a little better. It could even be a hurtful situation with the family. It could be a hurtful situation about get-togethers with them, and it's caused a lot of pain over the years. And I feel like this month things are finally it's starting to heal. Okay, there's a sense of maybe you've been able to through time or just work healing, letting go of the conflicts with the family, whether it's yours or theirs, it doesn't matter. There's also a feeling that you're feeling left out. There's a third person involved in this, or they were involved in this situation, whether it is a child in your family or, well, maybe somebody is just, I don't want to say it's cheating. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like there's been a third person that's caused you pain, but it's with respect to the family situation. And it could very well be maybe you broke up last year and it's like, oh, here comes the holidays again. But it looks like things will be a little better for you this year. Last year could have been hell. I won't sugarcoat it. But I feel like for those of you that are stayed in the committed relationship, perhaps, or you're in one now, a new one, and you've been together this year, it looks like this year is going to be much better for you with the family. And I'm so happy for you that you can actually start to feel a little better, my friends, and that things will move forward in a healing process. Okay, your heart gets healed. Now, it could just be that you've just tired of constantly feeling attacked with family. It's like this criticism, right? It's like this constant barrage of getting constantly hurt. That's how it feels to me. Whether it's their family, your family, but it's around the family situation definitely this month for Sag. So I'm going to leave that with you. The family situation, though, it's improving. It feels like things are moving in a better direction for you as a couple. Okay. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card from my John Holland Spirit Messages. Let's see, Sagittarius, what is the overall energy this month of December you need to focus on or advice? Let's see. Okay, we have Stand your ground. Oh, that's interesting. 'Cause I just read about the 10 of Pentacles. If there's something that you are feeling very confident about, and you know you're doing the right thing, stand your ground this month, in whatever way it is. And I feel like it's a lot about this too. It's like, no, I know what I'm doing. This is it. Red flags. You're going to make that decision, as well as stand your ground with how you feel. If things are really difficult and you just can't bear the holidays this year, even with your partner, spouse, it's like, no, it's too painful. I just don't want to go through with it again. Sometimes it's okay to say no. It depends on the situation, the circumstances, and the way you carry it across. I know you don't want to hurt people's feelings, so I feel like, yeah, there's some of you here that in this couples, you don't want to hurt your partner's spouse's feeling, you don't want to hurt the family. But in some cases, you do need to stand your ground, okay? I get that a lot. I mean, people over the holidays, because it's the holidays, we feel we have to do certain things to make other people happy. There's a limit, okay? Um, just because it's the holidays, what do we do the rest of the year? Do we keep doing that all the time just to keep the norm, keep things going? So I would recommend to my Sagittarius people this month, stand your ground. All right, my friends, in the fire signs, this is your month of December's reading, and I will post it in your timestamps in the description box below. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.